When thousands of ants invade a rival colony, this is not simply a hunt. It can become a battle for an entire civilization. Because beneath the soil lies a world where survival is measured in millimeters. No sunlight, no open battlefield, only tunnels, pheromones, armor, and instinct. Welcome to the hidden war zone. To understand the invasion, we first need to meet the aggressor.
Fire ants are tiny,
But together, they can become an overwhelming force. Each worker carries a weapon built for gripping. And behind those jaws is another defense, the stinger. The venom contains alkaloid compounds that can cause intense irritation and pain.
Fire ants are tiny.
The real weapon is cooperation. A chemical message can recruit an entire workforce.
One scout becomes 10 workers.
Ten become hundreds. And hundreds can become a living tide. But ahead stands a very different kind of army. Termites are architects. They build vast structures from soil, organic material, and secretions. Every wall is part of a living fortress. Inside, thousands of individuals depend on the colony's defenses. And guarding the entrances are the soldiers. Their oversized heads are built for defense. In a narrow tunnel, that armor becomes a formidable barrier. Several soldiers can turn a passage into a defensive wall. And now the two worlds are about to collide.
The first ants cross the boundary.
Termite defenders respond immediately. The first attackers are stopped. But the swarm does not think like a single animal. It constantly searches for another route. Instead of attacking the armor head-on, they move around it. They search for vulnerable areas. In nature, even the strongest armor has weak points, and numbers begin to matter. The defender fights back. Every strike can remove an attacker. But another wave is already arriving. This is the advantage of a colony. The loss of one worker does not stop the army.
But the termites have their own advantage.
They can close passages and protect the colony's interior. The battlefield itself can be rebuilt. For a moment, the fortress holds. But the attackers continue searching. Then one scout finds a weakness. A few workers become a new route. And suddenly, the battle moves behind the defense. Workers begin moving the most valuable members of the colony. The young are the future of the fortress.
So the soldiers make one final defensive line.
Neither side can afford to surrender. Armor meets numbers. Strength meets coordination. Below the ground, survival becomes a contest of strategy. And every defender buys the colony another second. Every attacker searches for another opening. Eventually, every battle leaves a cost. Whatever the outcome, the survivors return to their colonies. Workers begin rebuilding almost immediately. Broken walls are repaired. Fire ants return with whatever resources they have gathered.
For both colonies, survival is never a single victory.
It is the ability to continue. Above ground, darkness arrives. Below it, the Empire keeps working.
Young are fed.
Food is transported.
Entrances are guarded.
And the next generation continues to grow. What looks like a tiny insect battle is actually part of something much larger. Ants and termites are engineers of the ecosystem. They move soil, recycle nutrients, and reshape the ground beneath us. Termites help return dead plant matter to the ecosystem. The underground world is not empty. It is alive. And its civilizations are far more complex than their size suggests. They move soil, recycle nutrients, and reshape the ground beneath us.
Remember that beneath your feet,
An invisible world may be fighting, building, feeding, and surviving. Because the greatest battles in nature are often the ones we never see.